NetX is a SaaS solution. We do this because we see ourselves as a true partner. We want to be there every step of the way. So not just during the implementation, but also after the implementation. This also means that it's an easy deployment. We like to say that we could be deployed within a month, but of course, this is dependent on a specific customer case. NetX has two arms, if you will. There's a dashboarding arm and a reporting arm. And both of these are completely customizable to whatever wishes a user has. We can make it completely fit for purpose. Now, what does this mean? It doesn't matter for us if it's a chief technology officer or a AT&T service manager. We can build dashboards and reports that completely fit that person's needs. Obviously, these needs change over time, so we can be flexible, and our dashboards and reports can be too. They can change with these ever-changing needs. We are also vendor and technology agnostic. This means that we're very flexible, really. We can support multiple different technologies, whether it's SD-WAN or a customer is still using legacy devices. It doesn't matter for us. We can still show a holistic overview of the network performance. You can see a couple of technologies on the screen here, but we support up to 25 to 30 different technologies, and we continuously invest to support new technologies that are coming out as well. That's my last point of this slide as well. We continuously invest in R&D. So if there's any specific requirement from a customer that we might not support today, we'll work on that. And if that makes sense for AT&T, the customer, and for us, we'll implement it very quickly. We're very, very quick in building and implementing new things, as you'll see later on in the presentation. Let's also talk about some of the new stuff, some of the exciting stuff that we've added in the last couple of months. There's a lot of different things that we've added, but I made a selection together with Mehmet to talk about some things that we think are interesting for you. First of all, we always talk about the single pane of glass, which we still believe that we are the single pane of glass for network monitoring, but we're also seeing a need with customers for a first pane of glass. Now, what does this mean? It's the first screen the customer sees when they log in or that they want to see. So it's the screen that they want to see with actionable items. So what it comes down to is we can build an even more customized dashboard for the customer that shows them their most worrying areas of their network where they have to spend time ASAP. We also introduced SD-WAN performance reporting. So you might read and hear that and say, hey, Mohammed, you've been able to support this, right? Which is true, but this is specifically for the SD-WAN provider. So for instance, VeloCloud, how's VeloCloud performing? We've seen with multiple customers a need for this, so we built it. And you can see it on the screenshot. You can see all types of information to see how the SD-WAN is performing. We've also added a dynamic flow dashboard. Now, this does a lot of technical stuff, which Mehmet is very able to tell you about. I'll just keep it at, for instance, we can show all top talkers and listeners, whereas before we were limited to a top 10, right?
Before, we always did a top 10 talkers and listeners between either sites, a single site or application. And with this new dynamic flow dashboard, it's granular to the detail. So there's all top talkers and listeners from either a single site, between sites. In any case, any flow data you would like to find, you can find using this dashboard.
And then last but not least, we've also added support for Viptela site-to-site SLA reporting. And this is one of those examples where a customer or AT&T came to us and said, hey, we need to have Viptela site-to-site SLA reporting to fulfill this RFP, for instance. And so we've been able to do site-to-site SLA reporting for years now, but we weren't able to do Viptela until shortly. So we built support for this very quickly for this specific customer case to support AT&T and the customer. And also wanted to include a slide with some screenshots just to give you an idea of what everything looks like and just to recap. So we can show you and the customer or any user an overview of the entire network, the performance of the network, and all the applications and devices that run over the network. It could be a very quick overview, but it could also be a very detailed overview. You can really drill down and see specifics on a specific site, a specific device. And last but not least, it's customizability. Our solutions are fully customizable, whether it's the dashboard or report, or again, if there's a specific need that we don't support yet, we're very quick to build it and to deploy it as well.